347 has the right to work in your federal from a meeting for engagement with temporary funding, including but not limited to for anyone around the land interest, with any kind or offensive inflammatory functions in the basis of ethnicity, race, age, religion, gender, sexual orientation, part or disability. Members of the public committee may any other behavior that is includes the order of the meeting. While out of the meeting, shall remove from the board meeting at the discretion of the chair or the chair of the meeting. The public hearing starts now. I would like to remind everyone to please speak no more for no more than 1 minute. And as I call your name, you will walk to the left side of the room, or your right hand. That way you have my camera can capture you. And I will begin with the public hearing, calling on everyone that signed up. I would like to first call on our second precinct. Edge.
You're up, you're up.
Evening, everyone.
There you go.
Okay, I'll use the mic.
Okay.
Sorry, today's a long day. This one, you don't know, but it's also very important for us in the recent community affairs officers. Just gonna go over the things that you have in your packet. The last 28 years, we are over 20%. 30, it's 119 francs last year, so there's nothing there in one issue. We're doing a lot on them last year, which is a good thing. But as you can see, it is a very nice thing. So we expect, it's nice days, things are gonna pick up again, so you're gonna be careful. We pretty much down most categories, only up in our larcenies and then felony assaults. So, just so that was very cognizant of this, like the larcenies, if the whenever the one around them, simply you're attacking the boss. Just tossing your imams, make sure that people are not leaving money and stuff in their jackets, and then going to pray. Just we see that while they're praying, can't bring prayer, people are coming into the mosque and taking.
What?
And so that's all, yeah. So we try to educate everyone who attends the mosque. Not moving back, losing their little bottom, it's all like record. Other than that, we just finished, we just had an event, it's Friday and street play on the very concourse of 40. For kids, so very nice to meet you. Looking forward to that doing. Thanks again for everyone supporting. 7, making that happen. Again, I always say this, it's the truth. None of these things are possible. And lastly, 2 more things. Tomorrow, Thursday is our community council meeting via Zoom. If you don't know the information for the Zoom, call my office voicemail, it'll be on the list. My number is 8-220-5824. And lastly, we're going to have a coffee with a cop on March 12th. Next Friday at 2:55. It's actually Starbucks, but it'll be inside the Target. So it'll be at 10 a.m. So if you're interested, again, it'll be March 12th, 10 a.m. That's all right. Thank you.
Thank you. I encourage everyone to attend the prison council meetings. You learn a lot about still the prison's efforts to address our poverty issue. Next, Councilwoman Tammy Phillips. Followed by David Parks. Tamika. Maybe I should walk here. David.
I think it's a big one, Harris. And I just spent to keep the last in the schools. We have a new school building that's 67. 67 section, listen, 1 grade, 67. My mom is still a member. That's very important. On the feeling board, one raised that. Be here with you all. It's one of the most very sad. We have one this Saturday. On one of our buildings that's called in wall, like what's the known was 1504 Tulare, Bronx. It's from like 95. Walmart. Largest food here in the Bronx. So, Walmart. There's a lot of problem. Choice trust and not understand, but Myron trust was a little launch and I can say. So it didn't want to become those who are for years say what they need is how it comes. So why don't we bring this speak sad 15 hours for over and on my cross March is that working around the first school that's at 625 less than 13, so we have no 13, 33, we're going to do the morning schools. These events, community partners, going on in the schools, both ones are on like the history, that is just me and there. We get over.
Very good. Thank you, John.
And with the one, and I would say that we are actually going to meet at the school next month.
And then May too.
And it made, they could do. Next, we have Anthony Rivero. Followed by three. Yeah, it was for the report.
Take one.
Yeah. Never. Yeah, thanks.
My name is Anthony Christian. People that know me here know I'm 40-year resident. Time to save the time. Yeah, so let me tell you the most important part. I'm a 40-year resident as well. And some of you not myself, as far as respondents, public and private license here, private state, local. For the last 15 years, it's tough to know. It's been cleaned up, it's been illuminized, resources from city and state legislators. Happens now. Functioning actor, fantastic when community board is having experience. Laurie, that's all. Fighter. Wow. Next year is audition community. It's the 100 families. My business background video as well is that if the community thinks it's a good idea, I would like to ask for a president to have the anniversary, process. If you're familiar with the process, basically it's 10-day, sponsored by the president through the Bronx. And they normally have in those but on those steady cities, that they have possible bread, beef, roots. What doesn't understand this, you video, rather than setting out like your foot out. So this year, I'm in part of this community and they would like to on the fact that one and technical that place that on unity. So it's like right now. Forward. So we look at it, united. So I just want to see it. Speed, and talk more about that. Thank you.
If you want to leave, next is our stereo.
All right. I have a nation. I have this place in my feet. So. How many elected officials I have today in representatives of their offices? Can you raise your hand, please? Okay. Remember, it's the election year. If they ain't here, they don't get your vote. Okay, so. I'm here to really explain the sadness that I had. Okay, I'll do this to, President, CD7. And the sad thing was that I was coming up fire and I drank.
Right.
And the woman was on television saying, well, I didn't know that was. You really even reach walk apart. What are the country? Where is our decency? Where is our love for beauty? Where is treat others when you want us? We walk along with each other, we walk each other, we walk out the sidewalk there. We walk across those people who are handicapped, can't cross. They want to bring in things in parking. They want to bring in something in the lowest section. They found on new shows, PBS, that the police department had dropped 2,000 tickets for fire. They have low for writing up fire violations. Meanwhile, they were trying to get in the congestion zone. People of the Bronx start fighting for your rights. We have 311. Takes 15 seconds to make a complaint. Do it. And I wanted to let you know that there will be a new organization forming in the near future. The NNDA. NNDA. Norwood Means Parking Association. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Serial.
Stereo. Next, we have Jake Wilson.
Good evening, everyone. November 67. Most being president, daily houses. And I'm just doing it yesterday that the only house being put on the historical list.
Really?
So those standards, so that's not gonna be society day. If my building is corroded, my building is for independence, that is my system. And with that little day job, being a struggle, but that does ties their heads, we're doing the renovations that we want to the building, that is necessary to do to the building. It puts a lot of restrictions on my building, on the interior and the exterior. The exterior is corroded as well as the interior. So I need the help to find out how is it that I can be there and application of the
Historical. This landmark and landmark?
yeah, that's what they're trying to say, that it's a landmark. As a landmark, why was we trying to preserve it this time? Instead, it's run down. And go away.
Good
And
point.
now that numbers come in and make a change, they trying to of what we're in times. So I'm asking the officials in this room to please help me. TA President Barbara Craig to get our buildings off this here historic so that we can get the renovations to change the quality of our lives and these. Thank you.
Thank you, Jake. we will certainly follow on from that.
Could I ask a question on that? I have a question on that. Do you know, if, are there improvements or renovations in the works for those buildings?
On pat graph. So but now, you know that it's going up to the pat and graph. No. Even though it's doing it, their hands are still tied because it's a really big historical thing. Also, it doesn't allow them to do the changes that they want to do to the exterior. It doesn't and to do to the landscape, but everything has to go back into formation, which it was. And we've already had that revitalizing of the landscape twice.
Okay.
So if it was a little, well, then we can serve it
Correct, right.
back.
So maybe what, in addition to maybe either taking them off the landmark designation or making some type of an exception to allow the renovation work to continue with some kind of, however they do it, so it doesn't, I would like to know more. Do you have something that you got? No, I just want to know more about how they ended up designating these buildings as landmarks. This is a housing project, right?
That took over organization. Excuse me. They came in and took organization. Had a meeting yesterday with me at the building. Cares. Friends, they explained to us that this was what was happening. That their hands were being tied by this historical
Designation?
yeah. Building and sorry, my building is building 1, and what Independence is building 2. So right now, the money that was advocating for my building for the exterior and the different things in the interior is off the list now. They're talking about all the windows. The windows fortunately in my building wasn't changed, but in building 2, the windows were changed. So now they're talking about putting the windows back, doing the landscape. You can't go back in time. It's already destroyed.
Right,
So what makes it land?
right. That's what we want to find out.
What
Yeah.
makes it that?
Yeah, Carla will find, that's what I'm curious to find out.
Yes.
Yes, do you have any idea as to who is sponsoring this? Because what happened in my area on Perry Avenue, several of the houses became landmarks, but it was our city council person who had sponsored it. I'm wondering if it's one of your elected officials.
It's announced here because I know several officials come and make this meeting so that it'll be addressed and it can be taken back. Because I need to know who inducted my building
Right.
and building into the historical
Right,
society.
there has to be somebody behind it.
Right.
Okay, great. We'll find out. Okay, great. Thank you.
Thank you, Barbara, and as we live in Richmond, well, we see the Landmark Conservation Commission to find out. Thank you, Jane. Thank you everyone for that concludes the sharing conversation. And I'll pass the mic on to you, Barbara.
You read the guidelines? Okay. Good evening, everybody. My name is Barbara Stronzer. I'm first vice chairperson. I'm subbing tonight for our chairperson who was not able to be with us. All right, we'll start with our district managers report and updates.
Thank you, Barbara. I'll give you this update on behalf of myself and also the chairperson, Jim Haggard. The community board resolutions are happening. The deadline to apply is March 9, 2025, and the slide that the city has includes a lot of the information that is required to be part of the community board when our meetings take place. If you know that you will do your schedule and we will give you available more or less in those days, please consider it. It's also great to attend meetings, so if you're going to the meetings, write that in your application. Next, we are accepting applications for the youth leadership award. Then the chair of education was the first time would be hosting info session in house open. We have received signs of opportunities for level first branch and fully for Michigan purposes. And finally, we will be hosting a public hearing and they will also have a discussion during their meeting. So if you have any feedback, you know, anybody who lives near that location, we encourage them to provide feedback.
Carla,
I have a question or any concerns.
is that a permit for a sidewalk or street cafe,
Is it that time?
but not into the street?
No, no.
Okay.
Next, we have receive an environmental review for the location at 2597 Cedric Avenue, Bronx, New York, 1468. The interagency council for the development of disabilities. The ones that we guys around are proposing a property acquisition and renovation project to have 10 individuals with mental, different disability needs. So if you have any background plan, please attend our council meeting next week. The office is open 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday to Friday, and we have a number of meetings with urban institution, PS 246, the Emergency Precinct, and Senator Gustavo Rivera to bring a recycling event with the funds, e-waste, taking shredded, free Bristol. The event will be held on Saturday, March 22nd, from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. at PS 246. That is the 641 Bradfield, Stewart, 468. If you have any items that are the condition in terms of clothing, that are clean, from the same people, please, feel free to bring your items to the office. And as soon as we have a flyer ready, we'll be disseminating newsletter news.
And this is closed for what purpose?
What's the purpose?
What was the purpose of the close? Where are they going?
For the, so the idea is three components, people can bring their evenings
Oh, at the event.
and the event.
Okay.
And then outside of the, paper shredding, hosted by, which is being sponsored by, Senator Rivera. And then the school, I mean, would be a good idea to also have a food store, stop and swap program. Stop and swap program has been ended.
Oh,
So we're trying to see how that can still take place, just in case someone would like to come and grab a piece of clothing.
so this is a thrift store, a free thrift store. So it'll, where did the clothes end up? To take it to the office?
Yes.
And is there a deadline?
Right, so we still are ironing out the last details, but as soon as we have it, we'll share.
If you need any help, let me know and I'll be happy to help at
Yes.
the office, you know. Okay. Yeah, we could use some volunteers, so I would appreciate it. Anyone can take some time. When Carla puts out the word to the board members, if you have some time to help out, maybe sorting and with the clothes or whatever, okay? So keep that in mind if you have time for that, okay?
Thank you, and then you're
Okay.
Thank you very much. Next item on the agenda, our chairperson's report. Did she leave anything?
No, those
No,
are
okay.
together.
Okay, thank you. We're ready for our roll call, with the attendance.
Betty Arce present.
Sure. You.
Marvel. Belville. Brand. One green. Present. Thank you, Lee. All right, the next item on our agenda, board members take a look at the previous month's minutes, pages 7 to 16 in your packet.
I have a question, Madam Chair, just on one of the items, it's not so much, it's just, there's any follow-up on the concerns that were raised by the Nurses Association, at Montefiore Hospital. Do we have any update on that?
No, that's not, but we might have issues on the.
Okay. I move to accept the minutes.
All right, do we have a second? Okay, I'll do. All right, we'll take a vote on the minutes, Celine.
Approve.
Approved. On to the motion that we have, which is coming out of budget, personnel, and ethics, however, it relates to trades. Does Edgar want to take it? Okay, go ahead, Ed.
Everyone, this, motion.
We have a second for Edgar's motion, Transfer Authority. Any questions? Discussion on the motion? All right, then we're ready to vote. Oh, wait, there is somebody out there. Oh, Adeline. Oh, go ahead, Adeline. So,
Here. So here.
We can't hear you.
Adeline, we can't hear you. For the mic. Roll.
I remember
Wait a minute, we have a mic for you, Helen.
See if you have down and includes people who are seniors, people with baby parishes. I was wondering if you could include those with the same level of support levels, like animal assault to use that kind of thing. That's what been.
I wanted to raise,
Here we go.
I raised it at the exec session, the motion should be to the Metropolitan Transportation Authority. It is New York City Transit, but the body is the Metro, but if we're gonna be doing it, it should state it correctly, Metropolitan Transportation Authority. I don't think there is, I looked it up, I don't think there's a Metropolitan Transit Authority. Okay, what? There is? Is it Metropolitan Transit? Okay, then I stand corrected.
Okay. Thank you. All right, I believe we're ready to vote. Take this motion. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't see you. Go ahead.
Feature.
So. We wanted to continue. And then we fixed that, the other one.
District one, these are the train stations that have been coming within the next big years. Right, so it's taking time to plan, it's taking time to. First, the proposal, then it's planning, and it's doing. If you go into the country. Well. It's contractors. As another. So for us, sectors. Line. Maybe 2 months of. Especially people who are continuing on. You did what about? So it is a good, yeah, it's a good thing, but smart city, by the best station.
There was no budget personnel. That the even the morning rather than. Meeting.
Amazing grid, now, it was the first, they get it started. Just trying to transportation, meeting, right now. Then we found out about this, so when we discussed it at budget personnel, we figured we could get better. I believe it's fine at the end of the month, everybody's doing it, another grid. It would get it, just so.
Something less, very.
So, well, when you get there. See, getting the number that. Detour is. And Senator.
Gustavo?
And sending us to God. You take.
Congressman is for that.
For movies. Then different experience for you.
Questions before we go to a vote? Elaine?
I'll say Andrew. There you are.
Approved.
Child. Even. Thanks for this. True. Oxygen. Overheat. Opening power. New home. Beautiful. It's a way out. Even go on above. They left it. Asian smoke and gender. What could control? They. Great. Driving along. Transportation and. Is a transportation and transport.
Okay.
Someone. It's a BMTA. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
She's right.
So, we have.
Approved.
Like, I don't want to know, not the outcomes. They will. Yeah, right. And.
Thank you. We'll move on the agenda to committee reports. Okay, we'll start with budget personnel.
We just spoke about and we already approved the new accessibility improvements for the train station. That got passed the committee. Also, we went over the capital and expense budget request. While the replies we got back from agencies, they asked us to take out certain of the stuff that we keep in there, and we asked for approval on, and they asked us to remove it. In the majority of instances, we have decided not to do that. We feel that these things, even though they don't feel they should be kept on the list, some of them have to be kept on the list. So when we go back through it again, we went through the whole process. We included our opinion of what we felt should be kept in. And that's where we left off with that. Thank you.
Questions? What reason do they have their children going on? They understand.
In some instances, they're saying that they don't feel the kind of funding for it. Some instances, they feel that shouldn't be still on the list. We disagreed in most instances, and we felt that some of these items should be kept on the list. And we have so indicated, and we will reach out to them and let them know, contrary to what they're saying, that these are the things that are fine and vital to the community,
and we want to see them kept on notes. And that's both the capital and expense.
I mean, anyone would like to go and look at the initiative with vulnerability, the budget, minutes, page 20.
Thank you, Jean. The next committee is report is education, youth, libraries.
So, there's the year again, scholarship, the you have a year, winners, $750 stipend. Senior high school students and safety sports college. We usually struggle with applications, so we appreciate sharing your organizations or schools. We is presently the reference letter. Telling future experience and what we sharing the rest right. Tomorrow we present it and it's going March 20th. District. They have a little.
Is it live or go to school? Live.
The application start.
Or. Yeah. Yeah.
I have a question
What's
or
the question here?
or a comment that I raised at the exec meeting. The scholarship requirements require, was it 50 hours of community service? And for a lot of our students, that may not be possible through one way or another, but I think Leuris was going to try to come up with a listing of what would qualify, excuse me, as community service, to help students be able to apply for the scholarship. You know, we don't have a lot of community organizations or agencies that kids can volunteer with as much as we would like them to. So I think we were trying to come up with ways in which our students would be able to qualify through whatever work or services that they provide to some community effort.
Yeah, so they asked for 50 hours of leadership / volunteers. You're the captain of a baseball team, or you babysit cinnamon, all of those things.
Thank you. Environment sanitation, Betty?
Our committee did not meet, but we will be meeting on March 4th, I believe it is. And our agenda will figure something out, we have figures that will include some things, but I did want to, I'm going to use that meeting as well as to discuss the March 22nd event on a Saturday. So I'm hoping that my committee members will be able to volunteer for the 22nd. We'll discuss logistics for that meeting, for that event, as well as any of the things that come up. The major thing that we continue to deal with again is, we know, sanitation issues, garbage, collection, and issues around the new containerization. So, if you have any concerns about that issue, please bring it to my attention or to Carla's attention so that we can follow up with the Department of Sanitation. I believe so. Yes, Carla, e-waste will be part of the March 22nd event. Yes.
With the US, medical issue, no, so really, they looking at anything like on TV, similar to the event, I mean, that. TV, all the telephones, like, the ones like.
Computers.
And so, you know, electronic waste, they have a list, so as soon as we create a flyer, can create a list of the items that they accept. This is not a strategy, it's also very, very big. I have been advocating for everything to close to events, but they don't have such a faculty to throw water to work it. So, PBS and Western.
Correct.
Isn't there one on, Glen Hill Road, where you can, medications?
What we can do is, Jane, yeah, we want to find out, Colleen and I talked about trying to see if we could get, an event like that. So I went online and saw that there are pharmacies that will accept, medications. So, I'm gonna go look back at that, and then maybe we can make our own flyer and location in within CB7 of pharmacies that will accept medications. And as what Colleen said, you should not flush these down the toilet and do not put them in your garbage, because we don't want them in the landfill and we don't want them in our waters. So we'll come up with an event where it's easy, shouldn't have too many medications, I hope. That's easy to carry and take to a CVS or whatever other pharmacies will accept them.
What's the location for the one on the 22nd?
It's, and it's
246, it'll be
through someone I know there's
yeah, we've had a meetings there, Gene.
from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m.
Oh, okay, no.
Welcome. Thank you.
Thank you. So I will move on. Anyone here from the Health and Human? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
The 7 rooms, was classrooms.
Right,
Anyway.
great, good idea. And we have plenty of hospitals in our community board.
That's for sure. All right. Is there anyone here from the Health and Human Service Committee? No?
They're meeting on March 8th.
March 18th is their next meeting? Okay, thank you. All right, housing, land use and economic development. I believe there was a webinar on Port Landing.
Yes, and the board motion is also in the meeting packet. You find on page 27, you can see the presentation, and also in the webinar, there is additional information that dynamic star sent after the outlook. And you have a question.
Yes, go ahead.
We can definitely was a long. For the land we maybe a quarter and if we want. We're not gonna build one, there's just too many cars out there. So, yeah, no, we can definitely host proposals.
That would be good. Excellent. Okay, thank you. And Parks Recreation, due to the weather, we did not meet this past month. However, I understand that we will be having a representative from the Van Cortlandt House at our next meeting. And we did last month have on the agenda an announcement by Councilman Dinowitz about a community mural. So maybe he will be able to get to our next meeting. We can get more information on that. I believe the next meeting is scheduled for Wednesday, March 12th, 6:30. Okay. Traffic and transportation, and
Maybe let's get, presentation. Basically, we have a presentation. Saying we're upgrading to the water main, water line, water room, and down mainly. Yes, the best. So. The way I just support that station was on the release. Full things. Fire, that somebody else was the side. You fire, you just do this.
Yeah.
For instance, it should be accessible.
Is it in there?
Okay. Definitely for information about things to be expansion. For your information, if you currently want, that's present. List of the applicant is sure that somewhere that you know that it should be ADA accessible, whether it be with a hospital, whether it's a other service there, should be ADA accessible, you know, by all means, recommend that transportation. Then.
Okay.
What insurance? What the
City lights, where they decide to come. Basically, what happened was they first.
What do they want?
One. Go out, and out, some sidewalks are required, the bike rack, the accessible, some of them are because of location. But things change, some sidewalks, then buildings move. There's other things that can be written, that should be assessed. And I think you should be able to do that in this way, like be able to suggest changes, not only revisions. Also, the problem with city bike only exists, right?
It's lift,
They need to be run by,
lift.
kind of things like thinking with the actual workstation. DOTs have an issue with communicating properly with them, then kind of make requests, either information or take some things, it gets lost somewhere in communication. Where, this, like I said, the web, they will be something, you know, if anything you have, it's a question or a change, you can always also place it on the 311, then 311 there. Put it over its lid, now live has to confirm that they received it, so make an action, whether they disregard or whatever, now it's a document. Once it's document with the ticket number, then we'll be able to do more things with help from Parliament, community board, with the elected official. But things like that, we can make it easier to address.
Another question, go ahead.
Two questions. This is each time said first. The other is and it's something communication. No, I just on my way.
So, the city become very, I guess you could call them many driven, right? In order for you to justify every spend every $8 a day, you have to say, well, I fixed 25 tickets or I pressed 25 tickets. You call them 311, creates the ticket, then right there. So they can help make it a little easier. If you used to be able to call your credits, the all, or your bill slide, gotta take care. So,
And
the program, that the order for us to be able to make, such a lot of records, or it doesn't have to be straightforward and advanced. Yeah.
so I think we'll like speeding, I think the movement, yeah. But the only limit is so many wires, not based on my record, especially this professional. And, there's something called when we see it on, because there's a person is not much. But any city, sometimes even, like, typically it's a clear number. No claims. You can, they can keep that money. So I was playing the initiative today. So I just wanted to share that, the school down to being radius now. Most of my kids who all the games close to the road. And they're not changing your bed, private road, right, they. Yeah. Thank you, the road is the say the developer. It's, the starting November 2017, and take this number down in case you would like to call that, and before it was automatic open, for this open, you call and replacing the waiting list. It seems that now it's open, so it would be a good idea to call and see if we can get over. That number is 877-337-2010. Over the E-Help. 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 L. A, no, H-A-I-N. Help. And they have, so the pilot programs are only 1,500 randomly selected individuals. That is 877-337-2010.
I have one quick question for you, Eddie. I don't want to take a lot of time. Is there a rhyme reason to where they put city bikes or city bikes? And do they ever do a survey to see that those bikes actually being used in those locations? No.
and we made that ask, right? We went to DOT went to live. Live came back to us, whatever it is, in 2000 pages to early. So, this is by location. We have no guard. Location is what matters. There's no way to work with the spreadsheet that they gave us, the 2008 spreadsheet on all the information for us. So if we haven't had equipment, we're trying to facility do that because, again, through that, we're on, you have to put in a communication system. There's a 2000-page spreadsheet. Takes a minute before it comes up. Change one page, it could be there. So they gave us information, but it wasn't usable information. We're hoping that they change some of those, the directive. So we're hoping with DOT, maybe we're able to get. We can communicate with us.
Thank you. We have, the Veterans Committee next. Bernard, go ahead.
Jeffrey Hunter. So Jeffrey Hunter Award,
Is it?
the Jeffrey Hunter Award. Remember we talked about that?
Yeah. Stuff. Sir. We feel. So.
One of the things that Mr. Rivicchio brought up is that maybe we could do that 100th centennial the same time that they do Bronx Week, but we would have to work out the details of just.
Thank you, Bernard. Oh, questions, I'm sorry, go ahead, Andrew.
It's a real big deal to do what they propose to do. What Ron VA
Yes.
just been there,
Yep.
I'm not sure what the board planning on doing about. But I don't know.
Good
They need just here, I like that, come into a community. Let them, with no, and they take over, very important. Just sitting here like this. We need to act and not just
React.
sit back.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry. Okay. So. Okay. Four. Eight. Nine. Ten. Seven.
Doge. This is Elon Musk. Remember that all of us downsizing.
Um,
Yeah, hi, I'm sorry. I was very involved with it. Making, I think as a board, better just join your husbands and progress like, they could do one half, they can do the next, it's good deal. Don, I suggest something that my grandparents loved in Newburgh. And I would send a petition to them to support the school for their making cut. We can do that as part of the forming without a petition. Tomorrow, send to that, what that means. You can even take them, think of that, it's like, they should not, should come before, we should be just sitting around like Andrew said, we should be doing this now. Any issue that comes up, we're not notified, advance, and we're not presented where we want to. We need to fight. That's my suggestion, thank you.
Good point. So,
Yeah.
okay. Thank you. All right, we'll move on to reports from our elected officials or their representatives. I do not think we have any elected officials here tonight. So we'll go down the line. I just want to remind you that you have a maximum of 2 minutes in your report. All right, anyone here from Congressman Espaillat's office? Congressman Richie Torres? Our mayor's office? Public Advocate's office? Controller's office? The Bronx Borough President's representative was not, or is not here, but he asked that we announce that the Bronx Solid Waste Advisory Board compensation on bigger, better bottle bill will be held tomorrow at 7 o'clock. It's going to be a Zoom meeting. If anybody is interested, the ID number is as follows: 872-4187. 6236. If anybody is interested in the Borough Cultural Grant for registered 501c3s, an application has to be submitted by March 3rd. And lastly, the African Immigration Resource Fair will be held on March 27th from 5 to 8 p.m. at 851 Grand Concourse. Right, is there anyone here from the the Bronx District Attorney's Office? Okay. There you go.
Yep.
It's on this morning, so, we'll change it. We found training program this morning. We started good progress. Biggest region, I 15 years, started. About church basis. So basically, to listen to nonsense, they think, operate. Brothers. Oh, the guy, very easy. Progress, same day. Check. Then. Prom dresses, suits, generally use suits for the prom schedule, I think it's April 18th of this year. April 18th, 2025. The address, 198 East West First Street. If you need more information, second one. Next thing is, we go to school. Okay. Basically, the first workshop we did, last fall, summer, basically was restaurant position. Basically, it's on massaging, rested, for those things. If you go to one of our core tours, people coming this year. Same process you're here, and then you go through the process as well. And then the workshop, you can tell, John, go through. So basically, the XI, these, the God, what happened? The people getting arrested, and then, gun gangs. So, it's not 7, 946, 438, and it's all about that. Days office, Kingfisher for me. Yes, you notice that? 946, 343. That's my life too. Trouble TRE building, I trouble with an N. Blonde hair. Blonde hair, blonde.
Trayvon, thank you. It's there, you're saying that you can stop and you're wearing the license.
So the guns is licensed, you should be fine, especially if you're carrying it, that's another thing. But basically, the person, let's say, he's driving with his friend, her friend has a gun, you should know. And if someone says, hey, please pull you over, get out, or who's done this, no one says it's mine. So it's simple, like that.
Javon, on the issue of guns, does the New York, can they carry, is New York State
Yeah, so I'm not a lawyer,
Mhm.
New York is not a carry,
open,
conceal.
concealed carry? Oh, it's not, okay.
Correct.
I know that there was some lawsuit filed by someone who was, challenging the, the fact that, you can't carry your supposedly licensed
I
gun.
think what it is, if you. Protect,
Mhm.
it's more like. You're veteran, so you use it for. Aid in the army drivers, you can carry it,
Oh, really? Okay.
Any questions for me as well?
No, because I know business owner, my father was a business owner, and he had a license to carry a gun. Now, the gun was not in the open, he had something under his coat, but he has his permit, and, was always good with the gun. So that also hopes that you can carry the gun
So-
concealed if you're a owner and you have a permit.
I can't say exactly, so if you have bullets.
Right, carry it in there.
And the guns separately, you should be fine to go from one place to the other. But if you have, yes,
I'm not carrying a loaded gun.
if you're gonna go one place to the other, you can't. Well,
We're in the business, you can keep it.
right,
That's what I'm saying, I know as a business owner. Okay. That's important to say.
yeah, right.
Could you just,
So-
okay, go
So
ahead.
if it's already loaded, and if someone says, hey, that's my private spot. And it's loaded, ready to go. But if you have to put bullets in it, you can think about it, and
Javon, could you repeat the address for the
Yes.
prom dress suits thing?
My address is 198 East West First Street,
Okay,
on New York, 104.
And what room or floor is there a particular?
If you call me, we have a bid for the lobby.
Oh, there is a bit.
And they'll people know where.
Got it, okay. Thank you.
Interesting topic.
So there's no, well, I can't. No, I think.
You can come to the recent council meeting, but I was.
That-
They were being pressed for
Which is this
the
Thursday.
meeting is Thursday.
And it's online.
It's online.
It's online. Perfect.
Good. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. All right, do we have anyone here from State Senator Gustavo Rivera's office? Nope. Sally?
Came in late, was right there, that's what we need over there. In the other. Oh, okay. Oh, you missed. It's catch right. There's no change on the cap, just the cap. Yeah, she's right. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna very. In the other one, but always want to keep the skating so there's doing the top five on the workers, the newsletters that they push. Because what's not true, it's been slowly for getting there. First for the Spanish showing, it's looking as well. Last Friday, we developed a breakfast and celebration at the already sold like the first posting us. They were given the skating for joining us for the night. So it's typically here and then there's a meeting for we will continue to hold meetings continue, so please stay posted. We continue to hold reintegration and house independent, so please give us a call for rescheduling. The person was the rent reading program to sign up seniors for street retreat. These are rent compatible plus application compatible the first word with to complete or in collaboration with program minds and solution. The one thing that I had talked last month that I took away a very long time was our noise. So this took a while for us to get the classes. We initially started doing outreach with that was not even, which is the yellow portion that you'll see, and there's no one see it with like. But I'm not doing outreach with the community west. Few vendors, no businesses, and I had to just go across in the area. It let us know that. You know, like I can provide this information readily, but they don't do something with it. So we made the adjustment to our long it has two sections. Grade one and the blue one, the blue ones keep for the Situate. Grade one to always carry that it's the original concept of the keys that so that's where our local fields was been training last Thursday. It is also saved on the Facebook, so there's a Facebook page, so I'm going to take a look. A lot of people have really good questions, so we're going to check it out, share with anyone if anything. We're going to be using some Sanchez having the this year, we're going to take a day. Councilmember Sanchez to join us for this, and some of the members Michelle Jackson as well. Yes, here. But
Has come through the executive 57 precinct that the need of exchanging drugs. For Kingsbridge, like.
yes, that has been in place there for a while. Well, initially the location was a long application that the groups between the Department of Health, right? The Sun Office, others, and groups that are dedicated their day-to-day activities, right? There was a pause, street workers through the school, right? We know that there were no plates regarding this location, so I was like, there we go. Well, so it was moved to in front of the library, right? We held a lot of meetings that a lot of those listeners can come to work. All those who convene come together to brainstorm new locations for this band. They were also part of this conversation. We saw that location for this community center. So I would say that we make it happen again. We will not hold you to please check it out. All your bridge list. It was not serious.
Now,
It was over.
this group where we know it's coming out, the payments be given out. Terms. you know, physically be kind to the people they have. But they have to go out there and clean up the streets where they dumped them, shoot rubbish. You see that this, it's not really a needle exchange, it's more a needle gainer.
Basically, so by moving also to the second reason, we also will have join us with the 5 to this Thursday, but I like that it's not so much a shame, but it's also to avoid it, right? And you're like, because we have more back in the 1990s, and the trading is more hard to share, or increase the saving, right? So this decreased from very high numbers, and I didn't come back to give you the actual data to 4%. Now 1% of each of you should up to that. Will help. To fight to they always important is what works that when it says is peace and commitment on into the health will be here. But this is not only search and change, but it's also about saving another, right? If you know the concept, it's really not so much about the reading of change or creation. I completely hear you, like I said, we can be in for lots. There's only 11 person we can see precedent in this room, along with the rest, along with these organizations and the department. So that we could write ways to figure this out. A lot of folks, allowances, it's conversation, like they're very different parts of the like the library, the station with the one put them down,
Why not put it your first one? Yeah, right, where they hang out.
and they cannot.
Then people complain they have look.
That's it.
And the southern end of the park.
Concerned that families children fall, safe see the leaves and jump ahead, see and that has to be. But I think all of us going down in the language in I think these children are very sure. You highlight things, what's happening. They help public health safety very good, which you know. It's been cold, we got. I know the one that everyone that really is. The other thing interviews at the city council level is intro 11 to 9. And it's around the amendment for the range exchange program. So we'll be sharing that in a minute. And as a reminder, I feel we're doing for our council for public safety, so we'll be partnering again with our precinct to host those meetings. That's why you think come back and we can have that more global.
Makes sense, yeah.
Thank you, Karen.
Okay, we will move on to the representative from State Senator Robert Jackson's office.
My name is Edgar Mayer, State Senator Robert Jackson's office. Looking forward to this session. One of the representative senator and will be coming from different community boards to present his also suspected with the inequities that are happening in the elementary schools where we are finding even kindergarten children are being suspended from schools. That's pretty insane, guys. So the senator will be keep setting up meetings with the different youth and education things in CD7, youth folks as well. In order to present his argument for this bill, in order to get greater push for the state senate. Aside from that, we've also been holding the immigrant rights things. We have had numbers of rights in not just in this, which we have seen with the record impact. People not sure it's heard, pretty much you see how that's in the streets are sometimes because of that. So we're doing what we can to organize within We bring in experts, legal experts, for us to provide, which, we had, we joined with Congress for the last month. You know, we held a long with this. They will, yeah, that's pretty much it. Otherwise, of course, dealing with any issues, let's say, dealing with housing, you can always call us. Your insurance system is, your tenants association, what, you know, anything else, you can always call us. And so, 25403, you can also sign for the newsletter, sign up, time, 7 years.
Okay. Thank you very much. All right, do we have anyone here from Assemblymember Alvarez's office?
They were here at that,
Oh,
but I wanted to say we are collaborating and Black History and Prevent at the Bronx Library Center, being changed in the Road. On Friday, February 28th, from 4 to 7 p.m. I'm having additional information for those who can contact for numbers, it's 218-933-2204, and there's lines at that table.
thank you. All right, anyone here from Assemblymember Jeffrey Dinowitz's office? Assemblymember Sakaro's office?
Hi, my name is Ayana, I'm personally member to Chikara Junior. Just 2 weeks ago, there was a fire rumor and then Wallace Avenue in a lot of the residents displaced. And the Washington Police Center at 738 Wilson has closed. There is a new resource center for the residents at 900 Wilson. We will be appreciative of the information that we've received so far. And we have a swing event this Friday, February 28th. We'll be doing a free food giveaway at the playground, which is located at 650 Britton Street, Bronx, New York. It starts at 1 p.m. until supplies last. And we've also started our free tax every Thursday, starting February 13th until April 10th. And for any questions or concerns, you can contact our office at 318-409-0169. And there's more flyers on the TV. Have a good evening.
Thank you to the center for this street. County Assemblyman. Pretty good place you got to you never get any things. We don't like going to cash.
That's not quite so surreal. They do a lot of events. We've had them at Tracy Towers. I'm assuming they do them at other locations, but they do events on that side, on the south.
She represents which?
Oh, I was just for local business, suggestions to the community affairs. Yeah, I'll take it back to them. Yeah, I'll take it back to them. Thank you, Miriam. I also like to mention that under once a month, the assembly member, now make sure to bring this to his attention.
Okay, thank you. Right. Assemblymember Tap's office, do we have a representative? There you go.
Well, everyone else listening over top of something, but it's getting by that, I just want to address some really quick things that we saw. In terms of church, the versus and I had officer. Kind of so worried. Secretary Director, see what we can do that. City office is very helpful when it comes like us, different help. So we, I can evaluate these issues and services. As well as address the, sound of those that are down. Washington Street African Fire, we basically kind of these hands make the repairs that we don't have to
First thing is like, maybe. Right? There's one of those two things, oh, like. Right, here does it give weeks, further. Two budget tasks, one is $30 million, create a state one rebate. We get whatever exchange dangerous patterns. Sort of. Uniform language, like evaluating, and get $13 million to increase the presence of residential services from the state, is the upstate. In the state, city, great services, stay in Toronto. Then, in addition, we also found on February 18th, the problem with the Union Community Health Center state budget, how healthcare will different, especially like. Funds, spectrum, towards Medicaid and other situations. And we're also looking our existing law, next month, so we'll be providing them. Yes.
Okay, thank you. Smart question.
So I'm sure, I believe, all of you, the representatives, say. She had mentioned something about senators putting in over. So she wanted to go to all of you know, with the changing or the designation, the line number. Yes, in the door. If she said her. So it's not hard to get her, there's some legislation, I believe that there is selling on her. My, no, it is, I mean, it isn't a music long, great conversation on it, it's ridiculous, how much music we pay in line, the list just. Yeah, pressure. Sure. Yes, well. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Be there. It's ridiculous. That's what we do. Yeah. You're not like that knowledge.
Okay, there's a question. Thank you.
Thank you. We have someone here from the council member, Delisa's office. Hi, John. Okay. There you go. Hi, George.
Good evening. In his office. Our office is located at 573 East Warren Road, entrance on Cosmo Street. Our telephone number is 718-842-8100. We're open on Monday to Thursday.
Go back.
From 10 to 5, Fridays are remote. We also have immigration, health, sponsored by Community Citizenship. She's in our office from 10 to 4 every Tuesday. We also have tax immigration, Mondays and Thursdays from 10 to 4 for our office. If you need any help with your taxes.
Even for me.
Also, you know, it's hot season, something like before you incorporate your home, because you know they need to know first, and then you incorporate work, then you go out for anything, and then If you have a problem with HRA, with one set fails, follow over it, you help build by one set fails. Surround us.
Yeah. Well, the country, say the initiator for the, but playground, lane, open, 17, I think that's, guys, years old, and it's just sitting there, and it says limbo, we need a, you advocate for the institution that he wants to hold us for going. So can you bring that back to the office?
Yes, this is the talks, we had meetings already with DOT and the CP7.
Is that Oliver Place?
So it's the talks.
What chair was it?
DOT Commissioner Hunter, like, who said,
That's 10 years.
Thinking of events that took the gas from having that. Any other questions?
Thank you.
All right, thank you, have a good night.
Thank you, George, thank you.
Thank you. All right, we move on to Councilmember Sanchez's representative. Is she here? Good.
Yes.
Yes.
Hi, everyone. That's fine. So just want to my name is Dave, I'm part of the Sanchez team. I just want to go over 3 bigger things. So first, I just mentioned we have intro. Whether it's it's basically going to ensure that students have access to students and their families and guardians have access to the after school enrichment programs. So we talked a little bit about this here today, like first, to understand what's going on in schools and what opportunities are available to students. So starting as well. Students, their families and guardians will be able to access their students and maybe from K-12 public schools. Recently, I've been today. So immediate, the impact there's a lot of contribution happening, everything is affected. The 21 to 17 is there's another distribution happening this day. So yeah. Services that we have some. So, and we're going to stay. We have it recording now, really rich agreements. So if you want to call this resident 759 or you can email us at district14@roseville.rc. And then just a reminder of this, just that we drive. We do offer legal service referrals on immigration, housing, members, support the small business owners. We also support project applications with this 10th grade assistant, open access to your market connect. So we also do immigration referrals, food stamps, and navigating regional readers. Workforce development, referrals to workforce development and training programs, and we also, like many said here today, we heard from the Georgia agency in our office.
I have a real quick question on the intro 4328. Is that come with money? Is that talking about providing money or is it?
So it's basically requiring the schools to actually list out what programs.
Oh, look, they already have in the school. Gotcha.
Exactly, and then making sure that the guardians
Are aware of it. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
And do we have anyone here from Councilmember Eric Dinowitz's office? All right, we'll move on then. We're at the end of our meeting. Are there any questions or comments by any board members? Yes?
Good. Thank you.
Any other comments by board members?
Kid.
There's that hiring going very, very.
Well, everyone, next round.
She's sweet, bro. She's great. Everything.
Everything can't be on Zoom. You have a,
You have enough for,
go ahead.
George,
yeah, so I would say this to everyone. If you have a question regarding any city agency, please email the office. Any complaints that you hear from the community, any issue, either quality of life issue, public safety, we should always elevate it to the office. We'll make sure that we do the report behind the door and then we provide the information back to whoever requested it. Or maybe we can post an information on how to report. But these are ideas that you can bring in to the office, either by email. Please always see Steven and Christiana. So sometimes they look at email and then they'll come back and then it's always great to email and see everybody in the office that they can keep each other. But yeah, any issue, especially about, city agencies, that is one of us. Really work, city agency oversight, we have not enforcement for cyber things, but we can advocate to have the public to the cities.
Thank you. Anything else? Yes, go ahead. Norwood News.
Reviews, I just wanted to let, this is a different problem that there was a fire hydrant that was not really shit on East Hill first, Woodster. We have to literally go to monitor without to get the response. They refer us to DEP. We got to team today and they told us it was fixed, it's not fixed, was there. Try to send it those, so that's that. And just very quickly, we don't, trying to get responses. Couldn't get responses from the there's one, they don't have.
Oh, I believe it.
It's difficult to get responses from your. I'm sure
Okay, thank you. All right. At this point, we are at. Yes, go ahead.
It's like that. In the state of the condition, so that we suddenly sign. But resources, available for city agencies, they have extra money that's given to them to help them to like accumulate. going forward, that the manager from the office. So what your rights are, what they're. Also, look at the elected official laws, sometimes they have to. Services office. Some stuff's done written. Just happen, Spain, with. They say this is different.
Thank you. Adeline? Okay, thank you. We'll move on. Our next meeting date is March 25th, and we'll be at Kip Elementary School, 2720 Jerome Avenue. Do we have a motion to close this meeting?
Motion to close.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Good night.